Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Hope so all of you are fine. Welcome back in our online geography class. So student, today we will start our unit 6 major environmental problems. It's section 1 pollution. So today we will read that why the pollution is produced in the environment. Pollution can be defined as any change in the environment, and this environment can be in three forms. The first form is physical environment. Second form is chemical environment, and the third form of environment is biological environment. So the characteristics of physical environments are water, air, water, land, plants, and animals. So what is pollution? Pollution can be any change in physical, chemical, and biological characteristic of air, water, and soil. And it can directly or indirectly affect the health, survival of or activities of human beings and other living creatures and plants. So why do the pollutants produced? Pollutants are an unavoidable result of the developments taking place all around us. Smoke emitting factories and vehicles and influent from factories are all hazard of modern living things. So these are the sources of pollution. These are smoke emitting factories that are producing too much smoke, vehicles that we are using daily, the liquid waste or effluent from the factories. These are the main sources of pollution. So this pollution can be visible or invisible. The visible pollution can be chemicals that we can see, the dust and the smoke, whereas the invisible pollutions are noise and heat. And all of these type of pollutions are present in the environment. So we will see that why do pollution exist. The pollution is existing in the environment all of the time, but its quantity matters. The amount of a chemical or pollutant in a given volume of air, water, or other medium is called concentration. So what is the relation between human and physical environment? The relationship between human and the physical environment is very close. Humans utilize the physical environment to meet their needs. As humans develop more technologies and knowledge, the ability of utilize the natural resources expands. However, this process has led to the overexploitation of Earth's natural resources, causing damage to the natural environment. Now we will read about the type of pollution. There are four major types of pollution. The first is air pollution, second one is water pollution, the third one is land or soil pollution, and the fourth is noise pollution. So first of all, we will read about the air pollution. The earth is surrounded by an envelope of air called the atmosphere. The lowest part of the atmosphere is called troposphere. It has a composition of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, which together make up 99% of the gases in the air. The remaining 1% includes small amount of carbon dioxide and other gases. This air is called clean air. So we have only 1% of clean air. So any physical or chemical change in the composition of clean air is the result of either natural or man-made causes. Such changes cause air pollution. So we will read that what are the causes of air pollution. Natural resources of air pollution includes forest fires caused by lightning, pollen dispersal, wind erosion of soil, and volcanic eruptions. Emissions from natural resources are depressed in the air and rarely reach concentration high enough to cause serious damage. However, exceptions occur in the form of massive volcanic eruptions and the resulting emission of sulfur dioxide and suspended particles like ash. The second cause is air pollutants. Air pollutants that result from human activities are the main threat to our environment. The burning of fossil fuels in the power generation, industrial plants, and in motor vehicles is a source of air pollution. And these burning fossil fuels are coal, natural gas, petroleum that we can use in our industries and in many ways. So in the result, what we have the terrible health issues and smoke. Now we will read about the smoke. What is smoke? Various types of pollutants in the air that we can find in the air above cities are classified in industrial smoke. Industrial smoke consists of gases and smoke emitted from industries that mix with the air on the ground. This mixture persists like heavy fog. Industrial smoke creates pollution mainly in winter when the natural phenomenon of fog or clouds near to ground is common. So due to the presence of cold, stable air at the lower level, industrial air pollutants mix with the air and form smoke. So commonly this is found in the winter when the industrial smoke and the clouds are mixed and in the result they are making smoke. So what are the effects of air pollution? The human respiratory system can be seriously damaged by the air pollution. It can cause dangerous diseases like lung cancer, tuberculosis, pneumonia, asthma and other breathing problems. It can also cause the acid rain. This is the type of rain, and in the result you can see the trees are affected like this by the acid rain. So what are the measurements to prevent the air pollution? We should cut down the trees less. We should use the lead-free petrol in vehicles. The smoke emitted from factories' chimneys should be filtered. The rubbish collected in heap should not be burned. It should be disposed of properly. So as much as possible people should travel by bus. There should be fewer cars on the road. Now we will read the section 2 of the chapter 6 and its name is water pollution. This is the second type of the pollution and it is called the water pollution. So why we have the water pollution? Water pollution is a major cause of dangerous diseases such as cholera, and the World Health Organization estimate that an average 250 million people worldwide are killed each year by consuming contaminated water. So, what is the water pollution? Water pollution is a change in the quality of fresh water. Fresh water is essential for life. All of you know that all of we are using water. Not all of, not only all of we, but also all of the living things like plants, animals, human beings. All of we are using fresh water. Fresh water is used for drinking and domestic use. It is also used in agriculture. Animals and plants live in the clean water of lakes and rivers. So, any change in the quality of fresh water is considered as a threat to the lives of human beings, animals, fish, plants, and other species that need water to stay alive. So, we can say that any change in the physical characteristics and the chemical characteristics are caused the water pollution. So these physical characteristics are the color, the taste and the smell of the water. And the biological and the chemical characteristics are composition of salt, minerals and the other chemicals in the surface water, and these surface waters are rivers and lakes. So what are the types of water pollution? Water pollutants relate to the diseases like diseases causing agents like bacteria, virus, and the most common diseases causing agents found in the contaminated water. Water soluble and insoluble organic and inorganic chemicals like acid, salt, toxics, metals, nitrates and phosphate salts, oil, petrol, plastic, pesticides, cleaning solvents are types of water pollutants. All of these are called water pollutants and they are making pollution in the water. The third type of water pollution is the material suspended in water like insoluble particles of salt, salts, and these are called water pollution and these are polluting the water. The fourth one is the radioactive substance like atomic reactor waste and industrial waste from tanneries are causes of serious water pollution. The fifth one is reduction of the amount of the oxygen in water, and this is the major cause of the water pollution. So what is the impact of the water pollution on our life? In the result of the water pollution, we are having fatal diseases like hepatitis, cholera, typhoid. We are also having the eye or skin diseases. The reduction of level of oxygen in water due to the decomposition of water creates danger for aquatic life like fish and other living organisms. The presence of water, the presence in the water of toxic metals like lead and mercury are very harmful for life. And the presence in water of radioactive substance like uranium can lead to diseases like cancer. So, what are the measures to prevent the water pollution? If we can use these measures, we can prevent the water pollution. All of Sources of fresh water like rivers and lakes should be protected from contamination. The discharge of sewage and industrial effluent into rivers, lakes, and sea must be prevented unless the water has been treated. The excessive use of pesticides and fertilizers which contaminate groundwater should be stopped. Domestic, underground, and overhead water tanks must be kept clean. Media should aware people about the water pollution so that people can clean the water. The oil spills in oceans and large rivers are very dangerous for marine life. The black crude oil irritates beaches and makes the dirty polluted and unpleasant for visitors. Therefore, such incidents must be prevented. Thank you.